Sige, let us continue. Relativism, ethical decision making. Eto, dito nag-end. Who advocates sensuous pleasure as a source of happiness? Again, ang i-remember lang pag sensuous pleasure ang source of happiness, siya ang proponent ng hedonism, si Aristippus. Yung source of happiness daw natin is sensual or sensuous pleasure, hedonism yan siya, si Aristippus. Again, Aristippus, proponent ng hedonism. Ibig sabihin, yung main source of happiness daw natin galing sa sensual pleasure. Pero, sino naman yung proponent na nagsabi na ang source of happiness natin is rational pleasure? Pag rational pleasure, ang i-remember lang that is simple living. Ibig sabihin, contentment, no? Yung source of happiness daw natin is being contented of what we have. Ang tawag dyan na paniniwala is Epicureanism. So, ang proponent is si Epicurus. Again, own source or source of happiness is rational pleasure or contentment or simple living, Epicurus or Epicureanism. Pag sensual pleasure, that's hedonism or ang proponent niya si Aristippus. Number 27. Sabi ni Trish, ang kanyang trabaho daw is noble because it pays well. Novel daw ang kanyang trabaho dahil malaki ang sahod. Tama ba yung perception ni Trish na sabihin niyang noble ang kanyang trabaho because malaki yung sahod? Yan ba dapat yung basihan ng pagiging noble ng isang trabaho? If basihan natin yung Kantian ethics, deontological ethics, di ba pag mali, mali. Pag tama, tama. Yung kanyang perception na noble daw ang kanyang trabaho dahil malaki ang sweldo. Tama ba yan siya kay deontological ethics? That is wrong. There is something wrong. Ano yung wrong? Mali yung kaniyang apologies. Nawala tayo sandali. Sige. Mhm. Dali muna. Sige. Again, number 27. Yung sinabi ni Trish na noble daw ang kanyang trabaho dahil sumisweldo siya ng malaki. Wrong yan siya because hindi genuine, no? Yung kanyang sense of duty. It is fueled by the consequence or the result or the benefit yung sweldo. So hindi siya okay na perception. Na noble yung trabaho dahil sa sweldo. Number 28, si Claudia and Gion, they were best friends or they are best friends. Tapos magkatrabaho sila. Ito si Claudia, mayroon pala siyang sakit na kleptomania. Ibig sabihin, palagi siyang nagnanakaw. Tapos marami nang nawawala doon sa kanilang opisina. Pagbabasihan natin yung act utilitarianism, ano dapat yung gawin ni Gion? Isumbong ba niya si Claudia or hindi? Yung pagsumbong ba niya kay Claudia, it could generate good for others? So pag act utilitarianism, isumbong niya. Gion will tell his boss everything and disclose yung situation, no, yung medical condition ni Claudia because the action will generate other related pleasure or other related benefit. Ma-stop yung mga pagnanakaw, no? Matutulungan yung a medical condition ni Claudia, so it would benefit in the long run. That is act utilitarianism. Walang gina-consider dyan na moral code ha or moral obligation. Diretso lang yung statement na isumbong. That is act utilitarianism. Same situation. Pag rule utilitarianism naman, ano yung gagawin ni Gion? Isumbong pa rin dahil it's a rule, it's a moral obligation. Gion has a moral obligation to report, no? Simply because nagtatrabaho sa doon, sa workplace niya. So, dapat part yan siya ng kanyang obligation. Part yan ng moral code ng kanyang pinagtatrabahuan na pag mayroong mga nagnanakaw, no, isumbong talaga. Letter B. 30. All of the following are considered true of Rawls' theory of justice. Pag Rawls' theory of justice, ang i-remember lang, impartial. Ibig sabihin, walang pinapaboran. Saan na statement dyan ang mayroong pinapaboran? Only letter B. Yan yung hindi kasali sa theory of justice ni John Rawls. Kasi pag John Rawls' theory of justice, walang pinapaboran. The statement, letter B. Rawls' philosophy of justice hoped it would help the bourgeoisie. So mayroon siyang pinapaboran, yung bourgeoisie. So how about the proletariat or the working class, no? Wala doon sa statement. So mayroon siyang pinapaboran. Letter B. Hindi yan siya theory of justice ni Rawls kasi mayroong pinapaboran. 31. He is one of the famous American moral and political philosophers, a major figure in liberal tradition. Pag i-remember, major figure in the liberal tradition, ang sagot, wala dyan. None of the above. Bakit? Sino pala yung major figure in the liberal tradition? I-remember, si John Rawls. Again, si John Rawls yan siya ha. So none of the above. Pero, pag makita gani sa option, if ever magbalik ito na question sa let, pag nandiyan si John Rawls sa option, si John Rawls ang piliin ha, liberal tradition. Key figure sa liberal tradition, si John Rawls. So for this question, dahil wala si John Rawls, none of the above. 32, Jessica. Grabe siya masyado, no? Meron siyang a healthy routine. In the morning, mag-exercise siya. 8 hours a day ang kanyang sleep, no? Nag-eat siya ng vegetable. Tapos, when mayroong mga instances na she and her friend, no, would go outside, dinner sa labas, no, she would only have small amount of food to satisfy her cravings while enjoying the company of her friends. Yung pinapakita na action ni Jessica, anong ethical theory yan siya? Yung statement nagpapakita na si Jessica ay mayroong good character, no? Mayroon siyang disiplina sa sarili. It's about being virtuous. It's about having good character. That is virtue ethics. Again, ang focus ng virtue ethics is not the action itself but the character of the person. Virtuous ba siya or hindi? Again, balikan natin pag deontological ethics, gina-consider ang rightness or wrongness of the action based on morality, kung tama ba or mali talaga yung action. Pag consequentialism or utilitarianism, gina-consider yung end result, not the action itself. Pag virtue ethics, ang gina-consider yung character ng tao. Same kay Jessica, no? Virtuous siya. Grabe yung kaniyang disiplina sa sarili. Virtue ethics. 33, si Andrew, no? Alam niya na hindi maganda yung pag-drink ng alcohol and pagiging lasing during business lunch kasabay yung kaniyang boss. Kaya ano yung gi-order niya? Cup of coffee, hindi yung alcoholic drink. Ano yung pinapakita na virtue ni Andrew? Pag sinasabi nating generosity, mapagbigay ka sa iba. Courage, you're brave, no? Behind the struggles, you push through, you persevere. That's courage. Pag sinasabi nating prudence, you're thinking rationally. Pag temperance, mayroon kang self-control. Si Andrew, ano yung pinapakita niya? Mayroon siyang self-control. That is temperance. Hindi siya uminom ng alak. Instead, nawala na pod ko. Sige, let's continue. Again ha, yung gipakita ni Andrew is self-control. So that is temperance. Again, temperance yan siya. Again, temperance, self-control. Wait muna. Again, yung pinakita ni Andrew, that is self-control ha, or temperance. Ito lang yung i-remember. Pag prudence, thinking carefully. Pag temperance, self-control. Pag generosity, no? Mapagbigay. Pag courage, brave. 34. Si Maria and Maria Nara, magkapatid yan sila and they are at odds. Ibig sabihin, meron silang misunderstanding. Kaya, yung nanay nila na si Ana, nag-think siya na fair daw for the person who washed the dishes the night before to be given the choice of not doing them the following night. So yung term na ginamit, si Ana nag-think. So that is prudence. Again, prudence. Thinking carefully. Prudence. 35. Why was John Rawls' original position reflective to Kantian moral principle? Pag Kantian gani, deontological. Ibig sabihin yung tama is tama, yung mali is mali. Bakit daw ito align sa John Rawls' original position? Because they consider respect for person. Sa letter B, because it focus on consequences, hindi yan siya Kantian. Consequentialist yan siya or utilitarianism. Number 36. Which of the following is human act? Di ba we have human act and act of man. Pag act of man gani, ang i-remember lang, reflexes, no? Mga reflexive movement or yung mga spontaneous movement that is act of man. Ibig sabihin, pag sinasabi nating act of man, wala tayong willingness automatic. For example, itong pag-breathe natin, yung heartbeat natin, pag binato tayo, 'di ba? Automatically we will make ilag, no? That is act of man out of our reflexes. Pag human act, ang i-remember lang, mayroon tayong knowledge na ginagawa natin ito, willing natin itong ginagawa, mayroon tayong freedom na gawin ito. So among the options, human act is reading a book. Breathing normally, act of man yan siya. Shouting due to jump scare, pag natakot tayo, di ba sisigaw tayo? That's spontaneous, no? Na lumalabas. That is act of man. Human act, reading a book. 37. Which of the following best describes the problem of moral dilemma? We have moral dilemma and we also have false dilemma. Pag false dilemma, ibig sabihin mayroon kang isang option na good and isang option na bad. For example, nakita mo yung classmate mo na nag-cheat or nagnakaw. Pagpalagay natin, nagnakaw siya sa teacher mo. So yung bad na option is hindi mo siya isumbong. The good option is isumbong mo siya because that is the right thing to do. Yan yung false dilemma. Ibig sabihin, wala talagang dilemma technically. Dahil alam mo man na mayroon kang tamang gawin. Yung moral dilemma, kabaliktaran siya sa false dilemma. Ibig sabihin, pag moral dilemma, yung two options na available ay parehas na masama. Ibig sabihin, parehas sila na mag-result into negative thing. That is moral dilemma. So saan siya nagpapakita ng moral dilemma? Ang letter A. It involves facing equally complicated options that could undermine your dignity and the dignity of others. When you choose the first option, ma-undermine yung dignity mo. If you choose the second option, ma-undermine naman yung dignity ng iba. So that is moral dilemma. Again, moral dilemma ha, walang good option. Letter B, it involves letting others to face both positive and negative consequences. So mayroong positive and negative, that is false dilemma. It involves one duty to respect the dignity of other at the expense of one's own well-being. That's false dilemma pa rin. It involves ethical theories which are quite complicated to understand and interpret in real life. No, it's easy to interpret ang moral dilemma. Again, pag moral dilemma, yung two options or two or more options nga na available would lead to a negative result. Moral dilemma. 38. Which among the following best explains impartiality? Pag impartiality, ibig sabihin you are fair. Iniisip mo yung sarili mo at iniisip mo rin yung iba. That is being impartial. Hindi lang yung sarili mo ang iniisip mo. Hindi lang din yung iba yung iniisip mo. Both. Yung sarili mo and yung iba. That is letter B. Impartiality calls for us to consider the impact of our actions sa ating sarili at sa iba din. 39. Other than impartiality, ano yung requirement for careful moral decision? That is reason and emotion. Again, reason and emotion, require yan siya para magkaroon ng moral decision. 40. What makes an individual action a human act? Ano yung kailangan gani pag human act? It is knowledge, consent, and free will. Pag human act, again, knowledge, consent, and free will. Pag act of man, that is reflexive, spontaneous, or instantaneous. 41. These rules are made up by authority figures. Pwede siya mabago, pwede din siya nullified by decisions of particular authoritative body. Mga rules gani na made up by authority figures, ang tawag dyan is non-moral standards. Ano pala yung kaibahan ng moral standards and non-moral standards? Pag moral standards, remember lang, you would look like unethical pag ginawa mo ito. For example, bawal ang pumatay. That is moral standard. So if you kill somebody, you will become unethical. Ano yung non-moral standards? Di ba sa school, we have dress code, uniform. What if hindi ka magsuot ng uniform? Hindi mo i-follow yung rule. It would not make you a person na unethical. That is non-moral standards. Pag non-moral standards, i-remember lang, etiquette. Yung pag-say ng thank you at pag hindi say ng thank you, that is non-moral standards, Yung hindi natin pagpapasalamat, it would not make us a criminal or unethical. That's non-moral standards, Made yan siya ng mga authority figures na pwede mabago. Pag moral standards, hindi siya pwede mabago. It's universal. 42. For a situation to be classified as moral dilemma. Ano ganun yung moral dilemma? Mayroon siyang two or more options na napakahirap piliin simply because or magpili because all of the options na available would lead to compromise. It would lead to negative impact. Saan dito yung hindi kasali sa moral dilemma? Letter B. Bakit hindi kasali sa letter B? Yung statement niya, at least one option daw. Pag moral dilemma, remember at least two options. Hindi siya at least one option. Letter A, dapat mayroong available na alternative. Tama yan siya, moral dilemma. Letter C, moral standards are subject to compromise because you will choose between two or more na mga napakahirap talaga na options. Bakit? Mag-lead sila lahat sa negative thing. Number 43, the study of morality, that is ethics. Again, study of morality, ethics. 44, this refers to an act regarded as the foundation of morality. It is an act governed by our will. Mayroon tayong free will. Ginawa natin out of intention and out of our willingness. That is human act. Again, human act. Ginawa natin out of our will, intention, and willingness. Human act yan siya. Number 45, diverse ethnic and linguistic groups in the Philippines speak language. Pag language, gani, that is intangible culture or non-material culture. Again, language, that is intangible, not concrete, hindi nahahawakan. 46, primo prime. When you say primo prime, first of the first act of quick reflexes, nearly automatic reactions or nearly instantaneous reaction are called, ano ganyan siya? Act of man. Again, mga automatic response natin, no? When we are scared, di ba? Magsigaw tayo. Pag, ah, ano pa ba yung mga example niyan? Yung breathing natin. Sa Bisaya din, pag padulong ta mapuling, di ba? Automatic mag-close yung ating eyes. That is act of man, no? Spontaneous, automatic reactions. 47, language. That's part of non-material culture pa rin siya. Language, no? Non-material culture. Hindi nahahawakan. Intangible. 48, an informed adult. Conscious siya, tapos voluntary, no? Na kumain ng freshly picked vegetables. Ang isang adult daw gumawa ng action out of his consciousness and out of sa man, free will because it's voluntary, that is human act. 49, angelic doctor. Angelic, connected yan siya sa mga santo. So out of the options, isa lang ang saint, si Saint Thomas Aquinas. Angelic doctor, ang i-remember lang, Saint Thomas Aquinas or Saint Thomas Aquinas. 50, the principle of moderation by Aristotle. Di ba golden mean? Kay Aristotle yan siya. We need to live in moderation. Sabi ni Aristotle, we need to live in moderation. That's the golden mean. Ibig sabihin, ano yung kulang at ano yung sobra ay masama. Everything exists and everything that is deficient, harmful yan. So for example, kulang tayo sa tulog, di ba? Pagising natin, we're not re-energized, parang pagod. Pag sobra din tayo sa tulog, pagising din natin, parang nakakapagod rin, no? Ano yung sobra, ano yung kulang? That is harmful, no? That's the idea of Aristotle's golden mean, the principle of moderation. 51, what does the good directly mean by way of something? Clue, to be prized or to be worth man's acquisition and desire. Ano yung other term ng worth? No? Binibigyan natin ng worth, binibigyan natin ng price, binibigyan natin ng halaga, that is value. Something is worthy means something is valuable. Something is price meaning something is valuable, values. So that's one technique pagdating sa let. Just identify the key terms, connect those terms doon sa options, no? Maghanap ng mga synonymous terms. Isa din siya, yan siya sa technique. 52. Oh, may binigay dito na answer because the questions for understanding the self and ethics, hindi ako yung gumawa, no? Tapos, nagkaroon lang ako ng correction because yung binigay na answer, no? I believe it's wrong. Which academic discipline is concerned about understanding the good for individuals in society? Academic discipline, meaning we're talking about a subject or a course. Subject if you are in the basic education, course if you are in college, higher education. Understanding about the good, that is values education ang correct answer ha kasi yung binigay is history. Again, values education ang tama na answer. 53, in his search for human values, what did Plato consider to be the universal good? Pag Plato, ang i-remember sa kanya, idealism. Si Plato ay very idealistic. Kaya ang kanyang pinagbabasihan sa universal good, idealistic siya, the supreme principle of good. Very idealistic. Yung pinaka, no? Prinsipyo talaga ng goodness, yun sa kanya yung universal good. Kasi very idealistic si Plato. Yung kanyang estudyante naman, si Aristotle, realistic. Kaya ganit tinawag siyang father of realism. Si Plato, father of idealism, ha? Si Aristotle, father of realism. Realistic siya masado. Pag realistic, gani ibig sabihin, gina-consider niya yung thing, no, na true if ito ay nag-i-exist. Kaya, being or existence. Kay Plato, gina-consider niya ang universal good, being or existence. Ito naman, for existentialist, ang binigay na answer dito is experience. Pag experience gani, remember mga progressivist yan sila. Experience progressivist. Pag essentialist kasi, ano yung gina-consider ng essentialists, no? Our search for our purpose. And we have the freedom to choose pag essentialists, no? mga existentialist philosophers, existentialist teacher, mayroon daw tayong freedom to choose. Kaya the correct answer is free choice. Letter D ang correct answer dito ha, hindi letter A. Number 56. According sa lahat or majority of the philosophers, ano daw ang ultimate good? Mga Western philosophers, ang ultimate good is si God. Again ha, for Western philosophers, ultimate good is God. 57. On its proprieties, why good dependent on time? Ang goodness kasi mayroon siyang proprieties. Pag ang goodness dependent on time, place, or varied cultures of people, focus tayo sa term na dependent. Ano yung synonymous term doon sa option sa dependent? Dependent, synonymous ba siya sa bipolar? No. Dependent, synonymous ba sa hierarchical? No. Dependent, synonymous ba siya sa objective? No. Ang synonymous term sa dependent, relative. Goodness daw is relative to time, relative to place, or relative to culture, or dependent on time, place, or culture. For example, para sa atin mga Kristiyano, 'di ba? Hindi okay yung maraming asawa relative to our culture. However, sa mga Muslim, okay yan sa kanila because allowed yan sa kanilang culture. So goodness is relative. Dependent siya sa time, place, and culture. Dito sa atin sa Philippines, di ba hindi okay na mag-kiss sa public? Pero doon sa US, sa Western countries, okay lang sa kanila mag-kiss sa public. So that is relative. Goodness is relative. Kaya gani, 'di ba? We need to judge no based on the culture of other people, not based on our own culture. Dapat maging relativist tayo. Pag dependent, relative. Another related question. On its proprieties, why daw goodness have an absolute character? Tapos independent sa human judgment. Ibig sabihin, hindi pinagbabasihan ang ating personal perspective. Hindi pinagbabasihan yung ating personal biases kasi mayroong absolute character. Mayroon siyang absolute na pinagbabasihan. Walang bias, ibig sabihin objective. Again ha, walang bias, independent sa ating individual judgment, mayroon siyang absolute character, objective ang goodness. Number 59, on its properties, why does the good have accompanying counter values? For example, good versus evil, love versus hate. Again, love versus hate yan siya. Saan dyan ang synonymous? Mayroong kabaliktaran. Di ba when something is bipolar, ngayon mabait siya. After a minute, no, galit na siya. Then after, mabait na naman. Then galit na naman. So that is bipolar, no? Goodness could be sometimes bipolar. Meron siyang kabaliktaran. 60. Dito sa 60, yung correct answer, yung answer na ibinigay is hierarchical. However, I believe that the best answer to choose is relative. Kasi yung question, saan daw dito yung hindi intrinsically good? Again, saan daw dito yung hindi pinagbabasihan yung intrinsically goodness, no? Intrinsic goodness ng isang action. When we say intrinsic, yung action mismo yung pinagbabasihan, hindi yung ibang bagay. 'Di ba kanina, pag goodness is relative, pinagbabasihan yung place, pinagbabasihan yung time and culture. Kaya yung hindi intrinsic is relative. Letter D ang correct answer dito ha. Bipolar, it's intrinsic. Hierarchical, it's intrinsic. Objective, it is intrinsic. Ang hindi intrinsic, relative. Goodness is relative. Simply because hindi siya intrinsic kasi may pinagbabasihan yung time, the place, and the culture. Number 61. On the classification of the good, the following are examples of biological level of intrinsically good, which is a value in itself benefiting a man. The question is just simply asking, saan dito yung kailangan natin para mag-survive? Saan dyan? Yung life, no? Kailangan talaga yan. So we could not survive without life. Food, kailangan din natin. Work, kailangan din natin. Ang hindi kailangan natin is property. I mean, it's kailangan. However, if you consider no the extent or the level of need among the options, yung property ang hindi masyado kailangan. Life, food, and work, no? Yan yung pinakakailangan. Same question for 62. So we just simply identify saan yung synonymous ni property. Synonymous ni property is wealth. Sir, bakit hindi si sexual mating? Remember, the hierarchy of needs of Abraham Maslow's, our physiological needs. Part ng ating physiological needs is sex, no? Sexual mating is part of our need to survive as human being. Marriage, bakit kailangan ang marriage? So paano mag-survive ang mankind kung walang mag-asawa? Paano makaproduce ng children or ng siblings, no? So wealth is something na least to be considered. 63, I believe wrong din yung nabigay na answer. On the classifications of value, saan daw dito, no? Ang hindi normative obligation. Saan dito ang hindi normative obligation? Sense of responsibility, it's our obligation. Abstinence, it is also a normative obligation, no? Dahil mayroong mga religion, mayroong mga culture, no, na nag-require ng abstinence. Self-sacrifice, same din yan siya, normative obligation yan siya. Ang hindi normative obligation is character. Bakit? Kasi yung character, it has something to do with our personal characteristic, no? Hindi yan sa ating obligation. So kung ganito yung character mo, tapos hindi matanggap ng iba, no? Wala na silang pakialam dyan, no? It's not your obligation to change, no, your character. Number 64. On the classification of values, the following are cultural values daw, except saan dyan ang hindi related sa culture? Asian literature, literature is connected to culture. Poetry, part yan siya ng culture. Music, part yan siya ng culture. Ang hindi kasali, love for knowledge. 65. On conflicts, values of the good. What strategy na dapat gawin para ma-solve ang problema, no, sa Russia and Ukraine war? Dapat magkaroon ng peace, conciliation. Again, peace, conciliation. 66. On the supreme good. Ano daw yung religion na nagtuturo, no, na makakarating tayo sa paraiso when we submit to God? Submission to God, that is the teaching of Islam. Again ha, Islam teaching yan sa we could go to paradise if we submit ourselves to God. 67. Ano naman yung religion na nagtuturo that our final goal is the nirvana? Again, final goal is nirvana, that is Buddhism. Again, nirvana, Buddhism. 68. Dapat daw, no, maging free tayo from the cycle of reincarnation. Anong religion yan siya? Dapat maging liberated tayo, maging free tayo from the cycle of reincarnation, that is Hinduism. Again, Hinduism. 69. Ano daw nga religion ang nagaturo, no? That we need to be in harmony with nature. And remember lang, pag harmony in nature, that's Taoism. Again, Taoism, harmony in nature. 70. Ano namang religion or philosophy, no, na nagtuturo that we could only achieve happiness and social order pag mga righteous tayo na tao? Again, we could only achieve social order and happiness if maging righteous tayo, that is Confucianism. Again, Confucianism. 4 minutes na lang, mag-end na naman ito, then I'll send the last link. 71. The following are what personality theorists understand the self to be, but not to include. Personality theories, no? Wherein i-identify nila ang self. Appeal or kasali dyan ang ego, id, superego. That's the psychoanalytic theory ni Freud. Individual person, kasali. Preconscious, subconscious, and subconscious, kasali. Ang hindi kasali is body and soul. Bakit? It has something to do with the philosophical aspect of the self, hindi personality aspect. Again, pag body and soul, philosophical aspect of the self. 72. Clue. Nag-introduce na ng psychoanalysis. So, sino yung mayroong psychoanalytic theory? Si Sigmund Freud. Again ha, nag-introduce ng psychoanalysis, Sigmund Freud. 74, ang i-remember lang, humanistic view of the self. Again, humanistic view of the self, Carl Rogers yan siya. Again, humanistic view of the self, Carl Rogers. According kay Sigmund Freud, ano daw yung nagda-drive sa atin, no? To, ano? To immediately gratify our basic needs of hunger. Ano yung ginagamit natin if we wanted to satisfy or gratify our needs of hunger? Hindi natin gina-consider kung tama ba or mali. Basta ang importante, masatisfy natin yung ating hunger, yung ating elimination, yung ating aggression. Yung ginagamit natin is id. Again, id. Automatic, no? Or immediate gratification, id. Hindi natin gina-consider if mali ba yung action natin or hindi. 75. Awareness. For Sigmund Freud, what is the conscience of the self that surfaces after gradual awareness of the difference between our own desire and other people? Ibig sabihin, it would balance, no? The id and the super ego. Pag awareness, ibig sabihin that talks about reality. When we are aware of something, we are talking about the reality. Awareness, reality principle, ego yan siya. Ego. 76. What is the conscience of the self that develops beginning for the first 5 years of human life to help discriminate right from wrong? Again, paano natin ma-identify yung right from wrong? It pertains to our morality principle, which is the super ego. Again, super ego. 77. Who introduced the concept of human instinct for self-realization for perfection as a driving force for behavior of the self? Ang i-remember lang, pag human instinct, siya yung makalead sa atin sa perfection, si Erik Erikson. Again, human instinct daw, siya ang mag-lead sa atin sa perfection, Erik Erikson. Again, Erik Erikson. Mag-end ito for a while, after a while, then break muna tayo ng mga 5 minutes. Then, balik tayo for the remaining 23 items. Mag-end ito ha, mga less than a minute na lang. Then, mag-send ako ng link, final link for the last 23 items after 5 minutes.